That's one of the best podcasts ever. Ever. Top 5 dead or alive.
Welcome to Pod Caviar. I'm your host, Tony, in the Empire of Caviar Studios, coming at you live from Los Angeles, California. How's everybody doing today? Everything straight? We got a great episode coming up, all right? It's Wednesday. I'm telling you, every Wednesday we're doing a podcast. But before we get into this episode, I want to make sure I give a shout out to the 1 Gram Army podcast. Go subscribe to it. It's available wherever you get podcasts from. Graham has been doing great things with that podcast. I'm on there. He's got a bunch of fucking guests on there, and they've made a bunch of fucking great episodes, myself included. So check them out. Check them out on, like I said, wherever you get your podcast from, and check him out on Twitch as well. So search for the 1 Gram Army on Twitch. He's been playing Max Payne, the trilogy. He's on Max Payne 3 now, which is a great game. I would recommend it to anyone. Yeah, man, you got 2 ears. We got 2 podcasts. The other one is Pod Caviar. This podcast, the most widely available podcast in the world. Subscribe to both. Subscribe to Game Caviar on Twitch as well. I'm going to be streaming some Apex Legends later on today. Either Apex Legends or Cold War Zombies. So, you know, we have entertainment. We have a ton of entertainment. It's all free. But you can't, and you won't know about any of it if you don't subscribe and then turn on the notifications so we can notify you when we go live. So you'll know when we go live, when we post an episode of the podcast, when we stream on Twitch, when we do whatever. Also follow us on Twitter. I'm at Not Having It, and Graham is the 1 Gram Army. I don't know whether, I think it's at 1 Gram Army. Correct me if I'm wrong, but today we got a great episode. It's about growth. It's about owning up to your mistakes. It's about actually understanding when it's time to change and not running from it, because you cannot run from your past forever. This is coming from a guy that I've recently just began to understand how my past and what I've gone through has led me to make decisions and like coping mechanisms that weren't good. So step 1, you have to knock the wall down, you know, like Pink Floyd. You got to tear that down and be real with yourself. Now, I'm not wrong 100% of the time, but I've made decisions that are problematic, that are unethical, that are just plain wrong and stupid. And I just had to open my eyes and see the type of damage that I have caused and take ownership of myself and what I've done. Of course, there are going to be people that don't believe you. That's fine. There are going to be people that doubt you, that will try to belittle your efforts. But you gotta break those chains from your past. At some point, you have to let those shackles go. You have to understand that the coping mechanisms that you came up with when you were in a mindset of survival are toxic. They become toxic. They become things that you do not need. And continuing to use them after you've gone out of that situation and have grown and matured, it's just going to end up being a bad situation after bad situation after bad situation. And what is that going to lead to? Drama, heartache, pain, breakups, losing out on great people in your life. I'm at the point now to where it's not beneficial for me to continue playing the games that I played before. And so I had to reckon, I had to just, I don't know, man, come clean about this shit, you know? And it's embarrassing to be like, I know nobody wants to be wrong. Nobody wants to have to apologize, but it is necessary. And understanding that, your past is the past and it needs to stay in the past. Time goes one way. We cannot go back. So why let the past hold you back? You know? And right now, I'm in a situation right now with Nicole that I played a big part in because I made a stupid decision. And it's just one of those things where one day I talked to her. I didn't take it serious at first. But then when we talked face to face and I saw the emotion from her and the outcome, I was like, oh shit, maybe I need to look at myself and make changes. It might be too late for Nicole, but it's not too late for me. All right? Either or, you have to understand that the people that you hurt the most, they have every right to leave. So be at peace with that. Also understand that there are 7 billion people on this planet. So it's okay to stay on your path of redemption and growth and healing and spirituality or religion, if you're into that. It's okay to do that because whatever's meant to happen is going to happen. But look within yourself and see if you can find 5 things that you think or know that you need to change. And then ask yourself, why am I like this? Why do I do this? Where does it stem from? Is it from something that happened when you were a kid? Most of the things that have held me back are things that happened to me in my childhood. Things that happened when I was a kid, when I was going through a lot of shit that kids probably shouldn't go through. And I'm not blaming anybody for it. The past is the past. What happened, you know? I could take responsibility for my actions now. I could take responsibility for myself. You feel me? And it's just I was trapped in a constant cycle of dealing with women and then really just having my way with them. And that's not something that's great. That's not something that I like. It was fun when I was younger. It was fun when I was single. It was like, you know, it's one of those things where you just, I don't know, you get into the mind state of this is how it is. This is my reality. But the reality is, it's not right. So what can I do to stop it? And then going forward, make sure I don't regress back into it. Well, put my foot down in understanding that the choices that I've made are not great, and finding out why See, here's the thing. When I was in my career, I came across this technique called the 5 whys. It's like you get a problem, you ask why 5 times, at least 5 times, and then usually that leads you back to the source. You know? So if I go to work and I see a bucket of oil, it's just tipped over on the floor and oil spilled everywhere. Okay. Whoever's responsible for that has to own it first and then ask themselves why. Why was that bucket of oil out there uncovered first? And then how did it get knocked over? Why wasn't it cleaned? Who's responsible? Who was working in that area? And then why didn't they take care of it? You see, I don't know whether that was 4 or 5. It could be, it's got to be at least 5, but it can be more than 5. But being a man is a physical trait. I'm talking about myself, right? A male. But being the type of man that owns up to his mistakes, makes changes, understands that it's okay to apologize. It's okay to show emotion. It's okay to see fault in your ways and get better. You know, growing up in the 90s, it was men were just men. You didn't show emotions. You didn't cry. You never apologized. You were cold. You were distant. Is that really what makes a man a man? And I'm not saying cry about everything. I'm not saying be emotional about everything. But, you know, when you fuck up, dude, just say that. And I ran from that shit for years. And it's 2021 and I'm just now like, oh, shit. Maybe I'm the fucking asshole. Maybe I'm the one that was wrong. Now, other people have played their part, but that doesn't have anything to do with me. I can control me. I can control, say it with me, I can control me. Meaning I control what I say, who I say it to. And I also can control my emotions. I can control my mind. And I can make a decision to stay away from those traits that led me to where I'm at right now. I just told Nicole earlier today, she's still pissed off at me, but I was like, thank you for being the only woman that I've known that has made me open my eyes. And hell, I don't know whether she's going to stay or go, but accepting the responsibility of my part in any drama is accepting the fact that, like I said, some people will leave. And it is what it is. So if she goes, is it going to be hard? Is it going to be tough? Yeah, sure. It will be. Not even going to lie. That's part of accepting your emotions and expressing them. But also, it wouldn't help anything if, let's say she leaves and I'm just still the same. I'm going to stick to the same shit that I've been doing so I can be stuck in the same loop. No. Part of breaking the shackles, the chains of your past is changing your present behavior. So what have I done? I've made a commitment to stay away from drama. I've started this morning workout routine. That's pretty cool. I've changed how I've eaten. I've just become more positive. Instead of running and talking to friends, I will call my therapist and talk to them. Now, as it stands right now, all of that is just now happening. So it might not help the present situation, but it will definitely improve situations going forward, especially in my day-to-day life, in my day-to-day activities. It's not about being tough, being macho. Being a man isn't about being tough, being macho. You know, I think we come out of the womb most of us know how to do that. But being a man is understanding when you're wrong, owning up to it, and then making changes so that you don't repeat the same mistakes again. Because if you do, you're no longer a man, you're a fool. And I've come too far in my life, and I've done too many great things to be considered just some fool that keeps having his way with women and thinking that that's okay. And to be honest, I'm too old for that shit now. So what are we going to do? Well, I have to fall in love with myself, stay positive, continue to grow, continue to be better, and then go from there. I am human. You know, for years, because I'm a Capricorn, right? For years, I thought that I was right. And you understand how much of a shock that is to find out that you're not right. You should probably change. She's probably going to go, but understand that she has every right to. And I just got to own it. Take that L and move on. So many things have changed who I was in a bad way that it's time to start making changes, making decisions that will change me in a good way. So I got this platform to speak, and I could talk about all the shit from historical events to, you know, and you listen to the past episodes. You got the Trail of Terror, you got the movie, the ADC, all the things, all the past episodes, all of them. Go listen to them. But if I can do all that, I can talk to y'all about myself and what I've been going through, especially how I've been wrong and how I will go forth and be better. Standing up, owning it, taking responsibility. Now, I'm speaking from a man's perspective because that's what I am, but these things are things that anybody can pretty much adopt for themselves. If you caught yourself in a loop of horrible situation after horrible situation after horrible situation, who's the common denominator? That's got to be you. You can't change these other people. You can't change anybody. They have to make the decision to change themselves. The only thing that you can do is make the decision to change you. Lead by example. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Make the change. Every day is the perfect day to start anew. And I don't care whether you have to pack up all your shit, move across the country, get out of that complacent zone. Because I'm telling you, because I've lived through this. I made that choice to move to Los Angeles because I always wanted to be here. So that's exactly what I did. And I'm glad I did. And I'm glad I brought Nicole out here. And I'm glad we've had 4 years together because we have seen the worst of each other. We have gone through the extremes. Okay? And being real with myself and seeing how what I've been doing is me understanding that I've come a long way, but there's still a hell of a lot of work to do. And that is the goal. That is the mission. That is the purpose. And yes, she might go. And I understand that. I get that. She doesn't believe me when I say it, but I do, because I could step out of myself and see the actions that I've done and what I did and how they have negatively affected everything in my life. So that, yeah, I don't blame you. You want to go? All right. But I have sincerely apologized, and I have try to explain why, but you know, women don't want to hear that shit, bro. Don't want to hear that shit. Nobody want to hear that shit, bro. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. It is what it is. So sit back and ask yourself, what from your past is holding you back? Why are the shackles from the past stopping you from stepping into your proper future? Where are they? What are they? Ask yourself why 5 times and see what happens. Look yourself in the mirror. Look into your own eyes and ask yourself, what the fuck is wrong with me and why the fuck am I like this and what the fuck are we gonna do to fix it? And then stick to that plan. Stick to that plan. It is never too late to start anew. It's never too late to start anew. It's never too late to take that first step. It's never too late to accept what you did was wrong and then go from there. But it has to come from you, and you have to be sincere about it, because you can sell other people short and karma will get you. But how are you going to feel when you sell yourself short? When you are all you have, basically. There are other people in your life. I know it is. Nobody's completely alone. But those people can come, they can go. Well, who the hell do you wake up as every day? Yourself, right? Who is the person that is with you at all times? Yourself. Am I right? So why not be the best version of yourself for yourself? Yeah, I want her to stay. And I told her that. But it's like, I can't keep you here. And if you decide that you want to go, I fully support it and I completely understand. You ever shit the bed so bad that you're just like, yeah, well, you know, oh shit, yeah, I get it. That's where I'm at. It's not the end of the world. Everything ends. I've seen forever end. You understand that? Honestly. Everything ends. Everybody is replaceable, including myself. That doesn't mean that the replacement is better. It could be worse. It could be the same. Who knows? But with that, understand that it's best to be the best version of yourself for yourself. And yeah, I know people will be like, well, I got kids, so I'm going to be better for them. Yeah, so do I. But shouldn't it go without saying that if you're the best version of yourself, then they're going to pick up on that energy. They're going to pick up on that vibe. They're going to follow behind you. They're going to go in your footsteps and be greater than you. Be the best version of yourself for yourself, please. And I've gone through the mud so I can tell you all my message and share my views and be an open book. It's like you see it. Once you open your eyes and you see it, you're going to be horrified. You're going to be like, oh shit. And then you ask yourself, okay, self, what are we going to do to stop this immediately and prevent it from happening in the future? You make that plan and you stick to that plan, because once you hit the finish line, you'll look back and be like, no, that journey was worth it. And this is the best version of myself and you'll love yourself more. You'll look better. You'll feel better. Take those chains from the past and snap them off your ankles. Let them go. Let them go. It serves no purpose in the present besides keeping you away from your best future, your optimal future. So yeah, Nicole, you'll probably never hear this episode, but I do sincerely apologize. And I know that I've taken responsibility for my actions, my part of the drama, what I did, what I failed to do, and that taking those lessons will ultimately make me a better person. And it'll either be with you, hopefully, or not. And if not, then every second spent with you will always be appreciated and never forgotten. Very rarely will you meet somebody that you'll be with and they'll make you feel alive. So, what a wild ride. And honestly, I hope it continues. But we're almost at 30 minutes, so I'm going to wrap this up. This has been an amazing episode. It's probably one of the best episodes of Pod Caviar I've ever heard before in my life. And I'm saying it to myself as I'm still speaking the words that are recording this episode. How wild is that? Woo! Can the congregation say sheesh? Be sure to subscribe to Pod Caviar and the 1 Gram Army. You got 2 ears, we got 2 podcasts. These podcasts are available all over the place. So you have to subscribe. Turn on those post notifications. Go to Twitch, find us on Twitch. Go to Twitter, find us on Twitter. Subscribe. Turn on the notifications. Let us know that you're with us. And if we're streaming, stop by and say hi. We don't bite. How are we going to bite you through a stream? Huh? Subscribe. And then go to shirtcaviar.com and drown yourself into the art. That's my digital art gallery. If you want to wear a masterpiece, use code OGA to get 10% off your order. That's for shirts, hoodies, canvas, whatever you find on that site. Come on, man. The prices are low. And I want to put more money into your pockets by giving you 10% off your order. And for all my all the people that were interested in the what is it? The what is it? Damn, what is it? The influencer, the street team or whatever. Anybody that was interested in working with me for Pod Caviar to promote. I wanted to do the boxes, but they didn't really fit my vision, and I think that I rushed to it. So I'm still thinking about it. I'm going to put together some good boxes to send out to everybody. I already got the shirts made, so bear with me. I obviously, if you listen to this whole episode, I've been going through a lot of shit. So I'm still working it. Hopefully we'll have something about the holidays. If not, definitely after the 1st of January, we'll get that ball rolling. So thank you for listening to this episode of Pod Caviar, an amazing episode. Please subscribe, and I will definitely see you next episode. Peace.